Hello and welcome to the Swingtime series of golf, the place where we up the quality and standard of your game and also introduce you to the golfing stars of tomorrow. You may have seen at the top of the show that we've got a brand new magazine that we're launching right here on the show. Now, with Oscar Pistorius being in the news and making all the headlines internationally, we thought we'd go and investigate just what life as a paraplegic is like on the golf course. We also speak to the MD of Truck Centre about their involvement in our very special Adopt a Golfer program. Then, of course, we've got all the rules you need to know and adhere to when you're out on the greens, and we give you the tips to improve your game. By now, you all have heard about our Adopt a Golfer program. It's time to speak to the MD of Truck Centre just to find out why they are getting involved.
My name's Craig Jordan, Managing Director of Truck Centre and authorised Iveco dealership in Germiston, Johannesburg. When I heard about Swingtime's Golf Empowerment Initiative, we as Truck Centre felt it was part of our social responsibility to support the program. Truck Centre is a young dynamic team and we feel privileged to be associated with young dynamic golfers.
Golf is a difficult game, but with a disability, it's near impossible.
Disabled golf is a fairly young sport, as with any disabled sport in South Africa, or for that matter in the world. It's only in the last 15 years that sport for disabled caught on, and similar with disabled golf. So we're a fairly young sport. Golf courses in general is very accommodating towards us. Take for instance King David in Cape Town. They house our head office. They open up their facilities to us, and there's a number of golf courses that's very good to us. Our areas of operations, our flagship event is the Nedbank SA Disabled Open, which is obviously an annual event and it moves around the country. We also have our development program, which we call the First Swing Clinics, and it's specifically focused on disabled children, and also specifically in disadvantaged areas like in Pretoria it's in Soshanguve, in East London it's in Tanzania, and so on. And then our third property is the regional golf days, which is all around the main centres in South Africa, where we play a round of golf with the disabled guys, with their family and friends, and that is growing rapidly. The amendments to the rules specifically pertain to the guys in wheelchairs and the visually impaired. For instance, in a bunker, they can get a penalty drop if the bunker if they feel unsafe, or if they're not physically able to play it out of a bunker. They can drop outside the bunker with a 2-shot penalty. Small amendments like that, or for instance, a visually impaired player in a hazard are allowed to touch the ground with his club. As you know, in normal circumstances, that's not possible.
Time now to improve your game with a tip from Martin, all the way from Rand Park.
All golfers have a problem hitting the ball on the heel from time to time. The heel is the section near the hosel of the golf club where the shaft meets the head. This, when it's hit badly in the heel, would be what we call a shank. And I've got a tip and a drill here for you today to eliminate hitting the ball in the heel. We place a peg on the side of the ball, 1 ball distance away, and then we practice missing the peg and only hitting the ball. As you practice this exercise, it'll enable your hands to come back to the starting position and therefore start hitting the ball in the middle of the golf club.
We all break the rules of golf. Time now for Theo Manyama to keep us within the laws of the game.
The most common rules is the water hazards. You know, you get the water hazard and you get the lateral hazard. Now, the lateral water hazard is the one that you'll find has got the red stakes. And then the water hazard is the one that's got the yellow stake. Now, the options, when you are in the water hazard, first of all, your first option is you can play the ball as it lies. Let's say maybe the hazard is dry, so you can play the ball. It doesn't mean that you're in a hazard, you got to take a penalty. You can play that ball if you want. And the second one is you have to keep the point of where the ball last crossed the margin entering the hazard. You got to keep that point between you and the hole. And you can go as far back as you want, but not beyond the point where you played from. And then the third one, you can go back to the tee.